Like, I was stubborn a little bit because when I came home, it was like I felt like at one point, like 75% of Philadelphia was rapping like Atlanta, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, what? This is not what we do. You know what I mean? And there's no disrespect to anybody, but it's just to me like I'm not the most lyrical person, but I say it to everybody. I'm not the most lyrical person, but I guarantee you, look at my track record. I got a lot of songs with guys you wish you had records with. So what that tell you? I always was the one to, I always was the one to get it going when State Property was going, when Major Figures was going, when Most Wanted was going. I was always the one to still come with one, and all of them guys would be like, "Damn, he stayed with something." You know what I mean? So for me, I knew I could make the record, but I think the transitioning part was more easy once I started to see what was really going on. Once I grasped it and I listened, and I sat back and I listened to tempos, I listened to certain beat changes, I listened to the drill, I listened to, the griminess, I listened to like what different people were doing, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is easy. I got it from here. So this is why you could get back blocked. This is why you could get piss me off. This is why
Which is my ish, but go ahead.
Yeah, this is why you could get the 42 Dubs freestyle. This is why you could get Come Back Around, the Girl record, and all these different things I got on my album. This is why you could get these records from me.
Make sure y'all get it right now on all digital platforms,
Right.
Apple, Spotify, all that. Got to keep that plug.
Right.
So, okay, single is back block.
Mhm.
Shot the video. You have Mr. Jackson.
Yeah,
I call him Mr. Jackson.
my
People
dog.
call him 5.
Yeah.
Call him 50. Some
Yeah.
people call him Curtis.
Mhm.
Mr. Jackson's in the video.
Mhm.
For years, people thought it was a hoax
Right.
that your relationship was real. They
Right.
thought, he doesn't know the guy. He just, he just, you know how some people now, like just for example, let's say if I go next to, I don't know, Obama, and I take a
Right.
picture with Obama, I might say, yeah, well, Obama's my man, but Obama's just taking a picture.
Right.
So people I'm just pointing
Yeah.
something for you. People would say, okay, during the years, all right, they've seen you maybe with a picture with Tony Yayo with 50, but they may have felt like, oh, I don't know if it's real. So it's like now it comes to a point now, okay, you putting the spotlight on yourself.
Right.
You're doing a video, 50 is standing right next to you. Not only that, you go on your page every other week, you're on private jets, you're flying around with 50.
Yeah.
I mean, what solidified your relationship?
I mean, what they gonna say now? Is he's a hologram? I mean, I'm just saying. No. Bless them being modest. But listen,
That was funny.
I'm just saying. But is people don't understand. One thing Philly has a big misconception about is ick riding. Is a person being a rider, a person chasing somebody, or oh man, I ain't chasing no niggas around. This is the music business. You don't just jump in the music business and just automatically jump on a jet. They don't know, like, or people say, yo, he's 50 security. Let me explain something to you about me and 50. We gained a relationship from Tony Ayo. This all started from Steve Brody and Big Champ. I'll never discredit either one of them men for this, right? Rapping is not something they want to do. That's why you don't really see them around me. But my respect will always go to them. Steve Brody knew 50 Cent. So when you introduce somebody, it's like introducing somebody in the street. You got to get to know that person and know if they really standing on the things that they say and they standing on. And, in time, it was a lot of things that happened in the process of me coming around with the game shit, with the hot rod, just a lot of different things that was happening. And then the music industry started to change as far as budgets and different things like that. You know what I mean? So, and then I don't think I was ready. Musically, I don't think, now that I look back on it, I wasn't ready. I didn't have the right records to really make them say, come on. So I knew I had to go back and do a lot of groundwork, and I was still in the street in the process. I wasn't asking nobody for nothing. I'm going to go get it. But I had to go and pay my debt. Now, And all of that, you know, it was like our relationship was building. We would talk all the time. He would call me all the time. You know, he's calling my folks when I'm away because I'm not calling them, not asking them for nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like our relationship is just different. It's not nothing that he won't do for me. I just don't care to ask. I'm gonna go get her. I'm gonna go get it. They see it.
You know, so all right, videos out, albums out. You know, we know 50 is doing a lot of other things, television, movies, whatever. Do you think and you know how to let the cat out of the bag. Is it a possibility I may turn on the TVs and I might see the Power Book and I might see a Mike Knox?
I'm gonna shoot somebody. Somebody gonna get shot. I'm gonna jump on the hood of somebody's car and get busy. I don't know yet, but it's happening.
Making moves.
You got to. Listen. Why are you in it if you ain't making a move? That's what I'm saying. Philly got to get off of this. This person's a rider or this person I'm not chasing. Like, yo, if you trying to change your family life as a man, you got to do what you got to do to get out there. You willing to ride somebody in the hood that you feel is a bricklayer that could put you on. But you ain't trying to run around and get up with a person that's worth some money that you ain't never seen in your life and probably never will see in your life. Special people get to these people. Like, let me say something to you. Think about this. I want you to really, really think about this. Meek Mill's got Rick Ross. Beanie Siegel had Jay-Z. Gilly the Kid had Birdman. Gilly the Kid had Tony Draper. Spade and Dutch had Undies. There's one more person I'm forgetting. Jay had Timberland and Missy, right? Cassidy had Swiss. Chris and Eve, State Property, they all had Jay-Z. Certain people are special enough to have these people in their life. Why?
Eve had Rough Riders.
Eve had Rough Riders. Why? Now, all of these people that I just named, right? How many of them, and I got 50 Cent. How many of these, out of all these people, right? Jay-Z used to come to Philly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who else? CEO style like that. Who else is coming to the middle of the hood worth $100, $200 million in a Lamborghini and a Bentley and pull up in a million block like that, like he do for me? You got to be somebody. You got to be special. That don't just happen to regular people. When you start realizing in your mind that you're not regular, and you start, that's when I realized I was special. Not that moment. I knew I was special when I did my time the right way, when I sat in a hole for 9 months.
I want to talk about that.
Right. But what I'm saying is, just to make this quick point, you have to realize that you're special in order to go far. Not everybody in the room telling you you're special. When you realize it, then it's inevitable what you can do. So if I got all these different people and connections, right, and they pulling for me, but if I don't get up and do nothing, what I got them for? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
If state property didn't do what state property did, if they didn't go at the Locks, if they didn't go at Nas, they wouldn't be state property. I don't care what nobody talking about where everybody at in their careers now. I don't care about none of that. Even with the Meek and Aquili thing.
Well, I think state property would have still.
They wouldn't have been as what I'm explaining to you is that platform that they took to do that. It exercised to show people how talented they really was.
Okay, you're right, but at the same time, state property had the records as well. You can't forget that they had the records. They had the records.
They did.
And we're having an honest conversation.
But Philly
did have the records.
But New York didn't rock with Philly like that.
Oh, of course, we already know that.
State property got a lot of respect at that point for taking on that beef like that.
Well, if we want to,
right?
If we want to be honest about it, totally. Yeah. New York didn't rock with Philly until the Beanie Siegel Major Figure movement.
There we go.
They did not.
There we go.
Like they did not.
But these is guys that you have. Listen, I don't care. Listen, and I say this again. I don't care where none of these guys are at. I'm not saying in a bad way in their life, good or I'm saying up, down. They still who they are. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
If they didn't do certain things, Philly wouldn't have the spotlight on us the way we do. If you wasn't the gatekeeper to, we wouldn't have the spotlight on us the way that we do. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying when certain torches get passed, certain people have to conduct themselves a certain way so the light can stay on Philly, not just on them. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I say, like, this is what people feel about. Like, when you look at Atlanta, right, and they beefing and all that, or whoever's going through it, you can still watch the video and still see 1,000 Atlanta rappers in one person video that's beefing with them. This is why I say, okay, people will see Quilly in my video, you want to, because I like Quilly. Because I'm a boss and I can do what I want to do. I pay for my videos. I dictate who get in my videos. I don't answer to nobody, right? Me, Quilly, I look at it differently. I'm not making this about them. I'm just making a point. People can be their own man, speak to who they want, deal with who they want, rock with who they want, right? I can see them and say what's up to them, still rock with. It doesn't put me in the middle of nobody, nothing. Because you got to be your own boss out here.
But I think that's where the problem lies.